Brad Crawford, CBS Sports 247 Sports. Please join him there for his coverage on college football and his unique take on the game that we love. So now that we do have Alabama and Clemson, your thoughts in seeing these two teams play? The first two times were certainly fun, entertaining, and provided near classics both times.
Yeah, I mean, two games more that have really come down the wire. First in 2015, Kenyon Drake had that kickoff return late in the game that kind of spurred the Bama win. And then last season, let's be honest, Clemson got away with a pick play and won basically on the last play of the game. Deshaun Watson touchdown pass to Hunter Renfrow. Watson's gone, Renfro's still there, and still a very good wide receiver, so Bama's got to deal with him. But I think if you're Nick Saban, you're pretty amped up for this game, a chance to dethrone the defending national champions and play for a title with one more win themselves. So I'm looking forward to this game. I think the whole trilogy narrative is pretty cool. Two of college football's now blue bloods, because Dabo Swinney has certainly established Clemson and Death Valley, as one of those premier elite programs. So the nightcap on January 1st is going to be very good. But I think the game to watch of all the bowl season is going to be Georgia-Oklahoma. I mean, two very different styles in a game that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, certainly have to credit what Georgia was able to do. And Kirby Smart mentioned it directly after the win, where he said, hey, the difference in this game versus what happened on the Plains just a few weeks ago is composure and physicality. Our guys were determined to come back and play a more physical style on both sides of the ball. And also we maintained our composure. When we were hit with adversity, we didn't panic. We've been on the big stage now, and we responded the second time. And to see a team that was so, I don't want to say dominated, because I think that's a little bit too strong at Auburn, but clearly outplayed in the 40-17 loss, to turn it around against a very quality foe, a team that some people were considering at the time, maybe this is the best team in the country. And after giving up the touchdown drive where it could creep into your head, oh, here we go again, that they turned it around on a dime and outplayed Auburn and didn't give up another point the rest of the way. And now they face Baker Mayfield, and in watching him play TCU for a second time and really coast to a win, who knows how many points they could have scored against a quality defense. That guy, just the savvy in which he plays in and out of the pocket, seems to know where to duck a defender, where to move around in the pocket, when to escape, when to roll, when to take off with it. And one particular play ran like 55 yards. I was amazed at him running with, and in some instances, past defensive backs for a huge gain. He's just a magician, whether you like him or not. And that should be, yes, just a fascinating matchup.
I mean, as soon as one of Oklahoma's wideouts have a step on you, the football is going to go past your ear hole for a 65-yard touchdown. That's how good Baker Mayfield is. I watched all that Big 12 game Saturday, Mark, and just thought this guy's completing passes that very few, if any, college quarterbacks can make. Stopping on a dime, throwing 60-yard bombs, and Oklahoma's guys are catching them in stride. TCU's DBs just had no idea where the ball was all afternoon. Getting back to Georgia, people really underestimate the horrors of trying to win a road game against a ranked team in the SEC. Georgia could not do that at Jordan-Hare 2 weeks ago. They come back and just execute very well in Atlanta on Saturday. I thought the first game against Auburn, Georgia had 2 or 3 plays that maybe could have swung momentum one way, and they went 0 for 3 in that. They were able to take, like you mentioned, that first punch in the mouth on Auburn's scoring drive. And then Georgia just dominated really from start to finish. Between the tackles, they manhandled Auburn up front, did a great job defensively. Lorenzo Carter, Davin Bellamy, Roquan Smith, those 3 guys, I mean, they're going to make Baker Mayfield's night a miserable one. At least that's what Kirby Smart hopes. So, I mean, it's kind of funny, the first time in 4 years that a league gets 2-team in. And the SEC, let's be honest, really didn't have a great year. Had 3 elite teams, I think, Alabama, Georgia, and Auburn. And outside of those 3, just kind of mediocre programs. So it's just strange to me that, several years ago might have been the 6 or 7 ranked teams in the SEC. Maybe that league could have got 2 teams in, but now this one is. It's just kind of weird.
It is kind of weird, and the league, certainly from a coaching standpoint, is in upheaval right now, in turmoil, focused in Tennessee, but extending to other programs as well. Jimbo Fisher, of course, being the big name, moving from Florida State to Texas A&M.